We begin with the latest out of Boston, where bombing suspect Dzhokhar Tsarnaev is in the intensive care unit at a Boston hospital under heavy guard after suffering multiple gunshot wounds, including to the neck and mouth, hindering his ability to speak. Tsarnaev is now reportedly awake and responding to questions in writing. Massachusetts State Police released this video from Friday night of images captured with thermal imaging technology. It shows Dzhokhar Tsarnaev hiding under a plastic cover in a boat in someone's backyard in Watertown. Let's take a look. So there you can see the boat. You can imagine if this was your backyard. You can imagine if it was your boat. You have the entire city of Boston under lockdown, and the person that they are looking for happens to be in your backyard. Gives us a sense of the tools that the police were able to use in order to figure all of this out.
Technology is amazing.
So far, we don't know what he's telling them, but we understand that it's substantive. And I think one of the things that was interesting to me to consider putting together was that one of the things we learned recently about his capture was that he was spoken to by a negotiator for 30 minutes, which is a long time in these extremely high-pressure situations, 30 minutes through a bullhorn, and that was instrumental in eventually convincing him not to continue to fight and to, granted he was weak already, but to consent, in as much as he could, to being arrested. So what I'm really interested in right now is whether something happened in that conversation with the negotiator that may have shifted his attitude at least toward his own situation, so that now when now that he is hospitalized and communicating, he actually might be giving investigators real information that's helpful to them. I certainly think we should be looking for what is coming out of the hospital room. We're learning more details about the shootout with police. We learned recently that Tamerlan most likely died from injuries, not from police. He had gunshot wounds, but most likely what took his life was when his younger brother drove over him and drove at police in an SUV in an attempt to escape. So those kinds of details are going to be coming out. I think I'm really interested to know what the negotiator spoke to him about and what his attitude is. And of course, the legal situation right now is still very complex. I'm not an attorney, but we have, there's one track where he'd be tried as a civilian. He's a U.S. citizen. Dzhokhar is. So, and that is the one that the administration is strongly in support of. We have some Republican lawmakers, frankly, who are suggesting that he should be tried as an enemy combatant. That appears to have very little support in the administration, but going forward, it's really going to be an amazing chance to watch, I think, the American justice system work.